Do not attempt to adjust your television set, computer monitor, or LCD flat panel. I am now in control. I control the light and the darkness. If I wish to make it louder, I'll scream. If I wish to make it softer, I'll bring it down to a whisper. I have the utmost control over your long-distance telephone bills, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube in a single step. I control the horizontal, the vertical, and the crap, wrong remote. Right, segment, yeah. I guess I'll go over Linux distros, because last month Fox went over what Linux is. So, right. Okay, so this month I'm going to go over basic, lightweight Linux distros you can try right now. You can actually follow along with me and do it yourself. This is your hand, this is my hand. Okay, I'm going to go over Puppy Linux, DSL, Knoppix, and Nimblix. There's a lot of ways you can try these. Just Google them to find them. I'm not going to, I said I was going to hold your hand, but I lied. I'm not actually going to do that because as much as everyone thinks I'm gay, I'm actually not. So I'm not going to skip through the pansy fields and help you through this. You can do it yourself. You can find it, you can download it, you can burn the ISO. If you can't do that, skip back a couple episodes or like grab the nearest cell phone and see if you can shove it in your entire mouth, just like, and if you can get it in your throat, that'd be great, but yeah, whatever, just do the best you can. Oh, batteries. Try eating some batteries too, that might help. Just to, get your useless blob of fat off the planet. Anyway, all of these Linux distros can be run off CD. You put the CD in your tray, and then you restart the computer, and you boot off the CD, and it boots Linux on it. It's amazing. It's this brand new technology. It's never been seen before. Besides CD, you can also boot it off USB. Fox went over USB multi-boot a couple episodes ago. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention, but you should be able to figure that out by yourself. If you can't, again, batteries, they work really well. Just shove them up your nose or in your mouth. I don't know how well that would work, but yeah, they don't really stay. But DSL, you can actually download an embedded version of it that allows you to run it in Windows. That hurts now. It allows you to run it in Windows as an emulator. It uses QEMU, Q-E-M-U, QEMU. I don't know how you spell it, but you can run it in an emulator under Windows. So you can actually try Linux in Windows if you're that lazy and retarded. Technically, you can use QEMU for anything, but I haven't had too much success with it. But I'm not a Linux master. I just use it. So I'm going to review these distros, and I'm going to go over the pros and cons of them. But it's going to be from a user standpoint, not from a Linux guru standpoint, so you're not going to get a lot of technical feedback from me. I know how it works, I know what it does, but I'm not going to be able to show you, the kernel boot up and everything. So let's go over to the computer and we'll get started. Just a quick blurb about Knoppix here. Looks and feels similar to Nimblix, but offers a larger software collection out of the box. This one's live CD only and not recommended to install. It's also quite large at 700 megabytes, and they offer a DVD version with even more software and functionality built in. It feels bloated. It's not bad as it used to be. They're using LDE as a window manager instead of KDE. It can be disorganized. Everything's kind of scattered about. But if you're looking for a quick way to try out a fatter, more graphic, bloodthirsty distro, then try Knoppix. Oh, and if you got the horsepower, it also includes Compiz Fusion and Barrel. If you don't know what either of those are, you're not missing out on anything except eye candy. This is DSL, the smallest distro I'll be showcasing today. The developer said it'll never go over 50 megs, but the functionalities of basic OS is still retained. It uses an older kernel to keep such a small size, and as such sacrifices some newer features and such. DSL-N, branch off of DSL, is a bit bigger, but attempts to add this missing functionality while still keeping the size down. DSL is an awesome, really small distro that'll run on just about anything you throw it in. When I was booting this off virtual machine, it booted really quickly. Like I was surprised. The other ones have taken about 5 minutes to boot up so far because I'm on a crappy AMD Athlon. But this just booted right up, and it's really responsive. So give it a shot. Nimblix, fairly lightweight distro here. The default ISO weighs in at around 200 megabytes. Not too shabby, and it'll fit easily on smaller thumb drives or mini CDs. It runs really well on most hardware. It has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi functionality right out of the box, as well as Firefox, GIMP, and MPlayer. Now, the real advantage to using Nimblex is the ability to generate a custom ISO on their website, allowing you to add and remove dozens of packages and tailor it to exactly what you need. In Virtual Machine, it's a bit laggy, as you can see, running the KDE window manager, but they've also included support for a bunch of others, including Fluxbox. I think that'd work better. Oh, the criticism I get for using Puppy, one of my favorite small Linux distros. It's updated regularly, and like DSL, runs on everything from the oldest hardware to the most cutting-edge system without a hitch. I myself have bashed Puppy for using a proprietary package system, meaning you can only use packages that are made specifically for Puppy Linux, as opposed to standard Slackware or Debian apt-get packages. Puppy guides you through installation and basic usage, and it's more than suitable for 90% of computer users out there for basic internet browsing, YouTube faggotry, and even writing that blog nobody gives a shriveled up monkey testicle about. You idiot. Leonard Nimoy was in both episodes. Yeah, you didn't notice that? Oh, crap. I gotta go. Oh. Sorry. Okay, so you've seen some basic Linux distros, you know how they work, and you've seen their pros and cons and stuff, but what? Oh, she wants to know why you would use Linux over any other operating system. Well, my fine feathered friend, for one, it's free. Not in the sense of, hey, free candy, grab, but in the sense that information should be free. And if you read the GNU license, you'll learn more about that. It's not free in the sense of like free beer, but it's free. It's open source. It's open software. Anyone can add to it. Anyone can contribute. And I mean, Linux is like the license for Linux is about the same way that we run BSOD. We believe information should be free, and we want to spread it around. We want people to have a basic understanding. We want people to know these concepts and understand them, because we want more leaders. We want more people that are out there doing what we do, and we want to spread this information like a virus. If knowledge is a virus, we want everybody to be infected. Now, that's probably not going to be the case, but we're going to try. Why else? Well, Linux is different. It is a lot different than using Windows. Different file system. I guess it depends on what distro you're running, but the desktop is going to be different. Navigation's a little bit different. A lot of software doesn't run on Linux, but you can get emulators. There's something called Wine for Linux that allows you to run native Windows apps on Linux. I haven't had a chance to screw around with that too much, but yeah, so it is a different world than running Windows. And that's about it. Good luck. And if you don't try it, I will shove a battery up your butt.